KCC105, week number 2 homework. You're going to need to create a basic graphic from your regression line. Let's try and get through this fairly quickly. I'm going to use my example of a regression line. This is from the Google stock price. You're going to find your own time sequence data and create your own regression line. I'm going to work with mine right here. And how do you put it all together in what I'm looking for the assignment? Well, at least on Google Sheets, you have a graph right here. There's 3 little dots. You click those dots, save image. Okay. Now I can save my image, and I'll be able to paste that and work with that later. So I'm saving my image right here, and then you'll also notice that this link is in Blackboard. You'll notice that the link to create your a template for your graphic. Now, last week I just had you draw the graphics by hand. However, here let's try a basic step, and I will be clear. If you know of another way that you'd like to create this digitally, go for it. Just let me know how you did it. Oh, I use this software, I use this program, whatever. But this template is at least a starting point. First thing, describe your data. So I'm going to double click this little box right here, and now I can type in here. So if I type, or if I'm going to highlight those words, my computer's taking a little bit of time here. I'll give it a label, stock prices. I can spell that word a little correctly. That's probably going to help. For Google, from November 2016 to present. I'll let you figure out how detailed you want your description to be. For me, this is just getting the idea across. Now it says a picture of my graph. Okay, so I'm going to double click this box right here, and I could type some words again, but I'm going to go right up here to this little image, or this little picture. It's got a couple triangles. I'm guessing that's supposed to represent a mountain or something, but either way, it's representing, hey, put an image up here. Well, remember, I just saved my graph, so I'm going to hit click to upload, and you'll see this chart number 1. That's the one I just created. So I hit open, it takes a second, and ta-da, and I can just drag it right in the box. These little blue squares help me resize it, create it. Oh, what just happened here? That's what I'm looking for, that little double arrow right there, and I resize it. Let's try and get it right in there. I'm a perfectionist like that. There we go. I've got a graph. I'm going to save and close. So you can see what have I done right here from this basic template. Type in a title, insert the image of my graph, and then here, this is where we put it all together. I'm going to double click this graph. I need to describe things. So rate of change is ... I'm putting the ... because guess what? You're going to fill in the blanks. I'm not going to write your homework for you. This means that, give me an example. What's it mean? Now, we know the idea. Linear regression. Linear means every and each. You can say every month, every day, every year, this happens. So you're gonna break it down for me. And another thing, this is where you're going to use your judgment. You're going to say, I believe that, and once again, I'm writing my own words. You're gonna put your own voice in there. Don't just copy mine. I believe that this regression line is good / bad. Remember, you're gonna pick for the data because, once again, what are we talking about here? We're talking about real-life data. Real-life data is imperfect. It doesn't always go in a perfect line. So maybe my regression line doesn't make any sense at all. You say, well, things are going to change again sooner or later. Maybe it's good because you say, wow, I see the trend. I could probably predict a couple months in advance what the stock price is going to be. So maybe that's positive. I'm going to let you make a judgment call because you know your data better than I. So you're going to know whether this line should be helpful or not. You're going to write things along those lines. Once again, I'm putting those dots in there because guess what? Maybe you have some other observations. I think this is a pretty good line, but you should also take into account, in my case, I got stock prices. Maybe you want to talk about economies and recessions and things like that. So that's the sort of things you're going to think about. But look at this. I'm putting it all together, and this is a very basic graphic. Now, this thing up here on Google Sheets, I can hit File. I can download this. All these different files formats you can download. Once you have it downloaded, then you can upload it to Blackboard for your week 2 assignment. And also, I should have mentioned, this is my basic template. If you want to change colors, maybe even put some other pictures within this graphic, you're more than welcome to. Dress it up. Put your personal touches on it, as it were. However, at the very, very least, at the end of week 2, I'm going to find from everybody a nice title here for my graphic. Make sure I know what I'm talking about. Give me a graph, and actually my graph could benefit from some labels here. I made a very basic graph, and then some text here that helps me set the scene for what I'm looking at. Put that all together here in Google Sheets or another program. Just let me know if you're using another program. Put that all together and submit that for your week 2 assignment on Blackboard. Any questions? Let me know by email. Thanks.